my fellow mobile gamers? In today's video, Season 2 is upon us, my friends. Before we get started, subscribe to the channel for more mobile gaming content. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload or when we live stream. And hit the thumbs up button if you are enjoying Season 2 so far. Hit the dislike button if you are not happy with Season 2. Okay, so I have been super duper excited. It's finally here. I want to go over a few things. I'm gonna go over slightly like a first impression kind of thing and what I decided to do for Season 2, or how I'm starting out Season 2. So I went ahead and I picked an evil faction. Now, previously in Season 1, I picked a good faction. So if we go and we look at my commanders, you'll notice I have all good commanders, and then I got one evil commander. This was the evil commander that we get to start with because of the faction we chose. So early on, there's a lot of cool things going on. I'm actually really excited to kind of mix and match the troops and the commanders. I know a lot of people don't like that. But hey, I'm going to be experimenting a lot, so I don't know what other content creators are going to be doing. But if you want to see the journey and see how good, or I should say, see how effective or ineffective mixing and matching the good and evil troops and commanders are, then you're definitely going to want to watch my videos, because we're going to be documenting all of this. We'll see if it's better to do this. So we're going to go and look at the ring real quick. We have a new skill tree for the ring. We have persuasion right here. Number of opposing alignment commanders you're able to control. If you decide to go the route that I'm going, whether you were evil last season or good, and then you're playing the opposite for Season 2, this is a #1 priority that you want to unlock. I only really have one commander that I can really use at the time. So when I first started out the new season, I wasn't able to use any of my good commanders because we have all evil troops. I should say, once you get to level 2 of your ring and you get a skill point, I immediately suggest you dump it right here, because now it'll give you the option to use one of your opposite commanders, so that you actually have 2 commanders to use now. So what I mean by that is, I'm going to go over to my castle. We're going to enter it real quick. We're going to go over to armies, and you'll notice that right now I can outfit one of my good commanders with evil troops. All right, so we'll put some bruisers in right here. We'll give them the check mark. Now you do get a debuff for using the opposite side, so just keep that in mind. But that is also where that other ring ability is going to come into play. So basically my whole build is, I'm going to be leveling up this as much as I can, so that way I can really utilize using good commanders with the evil troops. We're then going to go with the embassies. Then we are going to take the moral commanders. So this lessens our commander's damage reduction caused by lowered morale by a percentage. And then finally, the other one just lessens the unit's damage reduction. So this is very important for my particular build that I'm going to try out and see if it works. We also have a bunch of new events going on. We have a new journey, embark on an all new adventure, tons and tons of various things to go through and complete, fellowship contributions. I mean, just tons and tons of rewards. A lot of good stuff here, all free to play, friendly, which I absolutely love. We have our territory expansion thing. I believe we had this at Season 1 when Season 1 started. There is, however, one thing that I want to go over. Oh, we also have the time limited bonuses like we did before, where commander's wounded recovery time, soldier's death rate, commander stamina. Same thing we had at the beginning of the Season 1 when you first start out for 24 hours. So you definitely want to take advantage of that and try and capture those tile 130s. All right, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at this season pass real quick. We got season pass #2, chaotic realignment, $15. Let's check the details out and see, you know, is this worth it? So first up, we have commander gifts, which are good. We have our medals for our summons. Some gems, which are good. Again, various things. It just kind of goes back and forth between medals and gems. The big catch, though, is right here. Once you do hit level 50 for your season pass, you will get a legendary headpiece, might +10, focus +10, speed 4. This is, I don't know. I feel like they could have threw in more variety of things. It's honestly like the paid season pass, it's mostly just unlocking medals and gems and then a few gifts as well. There's nothing really amazing in the season pass. I wish they would have gave us more variety, more weapons, just various other things in that. The season pass is looking, I don't know. I think the first season pass was better, honestly. Please comment down below what your thoughts are on the new season pass. But I definitely think the season pass 1 was better than this new season pass 2. I mean, that could just be me, but that's what I personally think. So also another thing that we go into is our tips. So you can actually change your tips based on whether you want it for good commanders or evil commanders or good side, bad side, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to click this little star in the top right corner, and this is where you can actually change it. Switching the next time you get Tavern tips, their content will be different. This can only be changed once per day, so that's very important to keep in mind. You can't recycle this as much as you want, like all the time. Change it just once a day. So right now I have it set up for free peoples, which is the good side. Nothing too crazy going on. This server is only several hours old. I literally just started in this server. We take a look at the rankings real quick. Personal ring level, 14 is the highest, and then it goes down to 13. A lot of people at 13 and 12. Personal production, we have 4,000, and then for warband production, we have 102,000 is looking at the highest. I feel like we got a really bad spot to open up with. Like when I started the game just about an hour ago, I don't even have like a level 10 tile that I can capture that's close by. I just feel like I got a really bad spot. I'm gonna try and get this at some point, the Dunlending village right here, so we can occupy this so that we can unlock these warriors. So that'll be interesting to mess around with. But it definitely feels like a very slow start for me because I only have one evil commander. I really couldn't use any of the good commanders that I have until I level up my ring and I really upgrade persuasion so that way I can use more of my good commanders. That's one thing that I definitely want to stress importance of. If you do decide to pick the opposite faction of what you did in season 1, you're definitely going to have a very slow start early on. I do think though that as you progress further and as you upgrade that skill tree right here, this potentially could be a really good build. Mixing and matching, I feel like it'll be pretty strong late game, but I feel like early game you're really going to struggle trying to get everything set up and so on and so forth, which is pretty much what I'm struggling with right now. I do have one good commander that we can use right now. We're going to go around, just capture various tiles, and that's pretty much all we're doing right now. I do have my one evil commander right here. We're going around capturing tiles with him. Got him up to level 4. But I love you guys and girls. Stay happy, stay safe, and enjoy your weekend. Peace!